Today I'm going to tell you about some sneaky reasons why your lawn might not be looking great. So let's say that you have been babying your lawn, you've been giving it plenty of water and fertilizer, and you've got the weeds under control, but there's still something amiss with your lawn grass. These things might be the reason why it's not looking great. First of all is your mower blades might not be sharp anymore. If that's the case, what will happen is instead of getting a clean cut, that mower blade will end up ripping the grass apart, which can lead to a jagged edge. And when those jagged edges start to dry out, they will turn brown. And across your whole lawn, it could cause your whole lawn to just kind of have a brownish tinge to it. The next mistake I see are people that mow the same pattern every time they mow their grass. So if you are maybe a diagonal line person or a horizontal line person and you just do that the same way each time, over time your grass will build up what's called a nap, because your lawnmower tires will go over those grass lines in the same direction, and it can cause it to have either brown streaks or just kind of a not uniform look to the grass. So to solve that one, just change up your pattern every other time you mow and it'll be fixed. Next is thatch buildup. This can happen over time as your grass clippings are dropped down into the grass, and things like leaves and other stuff will build up an organic layer of thatch, which actually covers the soil. And the thatch buildup can actually cause an impermeable layer where it's really hard for water and nutrients to get down to the roots of the grass. And so it will cause browning and uneven growth with your grass. And you can fix that one by periodically dethatching your grass. Next would be infrequent mowing. Now this will happen, say you go on a trip and your grass gets really tall, and then you come back and you mow lower. What happens over time is as your grass gets taller, you could end up having a stem underneath the blades of the grass. So when you come back and mow after a long time, you cut off all the blades of the grass and you're left with the stubble or the stems, and it just looks brown because, well, you've allowed those stems to get too long. Frequent mowing solves this. Next are fungal issues. There are quite a lot of fungi that can attack your lawn grass, and oftentimes you will see this in either patches that are circular shaped or irregular shaped, and you might check with your local garden center or local extension agent to see if this is a fungal issue, and you can treat it with a fungicide. Next would be insect issues. So things like grubs and chinch bugs and armyworms could all have a negative effect on your grass. So make sure you are monitoring for any types of insect pests. This one's kind of funny, but it is dog pee. A lot of people think they have a fungal disease going on because they're seeing dying patches of grass, when really it's just their dogs peeing in the same spot over and over again. This one can be tricky to fix. I've got 2 more to go, so hang in there. This next one is improper fertilization. So this would be maybe you're applying too much of one type of fertilizer. It causes a nutrient buildup or a nutrient deficiency, and this can bind up the nutrients that your grass needs, or it could even knock your pH out of whack if you're using something that is adjusting the pH. A yearly soil analysis from a lab can help you see what nutrients specifically your grass needs and how to fertilize it. And lastly is shade stress. Most of your turf type grasses prefer to be grown in full sun, although there are some that are shade tolerant, but that doesn't mean that they can tolerate full shade. So over time, as your trees grow and get bigger and thicker, it starts shading out that once beautiful lawn, and it can cause your grass to be thin, weak, or even discolored. Now, the correction for that can be quite difficult. Also, you may need to switch to a more shade-tolerant grass or do some tree trimming in order to allow more light in. But overall, these are the main reasons why you may be struggling to have a nice, healthy lawn.